Hey everyone, and welcome to our 2015 300-ish cc beginner sport bike shootout. With us today, we've got the Yamaha R3. Yamaha's got a 320cc parallel twin. KTM RC390 has a 373cc single. Kawasaki Ninja 300 has a 300cc parallel twin. And the Honda CBR300R has a 286cc single, the smallest engine of the bunch. So we've already been to the racetrack, and now we're here in the canyons to give it some street time. Done some freeway, done some commuting. And now we're gonna go rip in the canyons, and so we're gonna go do that. Check back later. So I've just come back from riding all four of these beginner bikes, and we've come away with a very surprising result in that the bike we thought would be the clear winner is anything but, and the bikes we thought would be languishing towards the back are actually pushing their weight up towards the front. So there's this really close battle with the Kawasaki and the Yamaha. The KTM pulls ahead, and then the Honda kind of lags behind, and I think, guys, we kind of noticed that we didn't need a dyno to tell us those figures. We kind of felt that at the racetrack.
This felt clearly weaker all around. It just seemed like it picked up nice, but then as soon as you got, I don't know, 5,000-6,000 RPM, it just started to give up the ghost, and it didn't really have any more to go. Whereas the Ninja, it just wakes up after 7,000 RPM, and it just keeps on pulling, and it's hard to find yourself in the wrong gear on that bike. And I thought to the butt dyno, the R3 to me felt like it had a really nice broad pull of power, down low and up top, but it doesn't wind out as hard as the Ninja. But I think for a street bike, it's got a really nice range.
Which
power?
one?
The R3.
Well, the one thing the KTM has going for it is a race series in Moto America. None of these other bikes do. So if you're an aspiring racer, this is an awesome bike to get into and, you know, get your teeth sunk into as far as your racing credentials.
And if you happen to win the championship, they'll send you over to the UK, I believe, and you can race in that championship too. So if you're a racer at heart, or a wannabe racer anyway, KTM's where it's at.
To me, the KTM's a little bit disappointing because every other KTM we've ridden, including the Motorcycle of the Year, the Super Duke R, and the 690 Duke we had for a while, and every other KTM's been such a fantastic bike. I really expected more from that one.
You've got room to work on this motorcycle, you know, put a better shock on it, maybe do something with the front end suspension. That would, you know, cure a lot of its imperfections right away. In performance terms, we need to mention though, in street bike terms, it does only carry 2.5 gallons of gas, so you're pretty restricted in your range on that one, especially compared to the Kawasaki that does 4.5 gallons.
4.5 gallons.
Kawasaki's not only got a big tank, it's also, since a little 300cc little fuel sipper, it'll probably go 200 miles on that 4.5 gallons, won't it? So if you want to go somewhere on your motorcycle, it's like your only choice. The Yamaha is only 3.7 gallons in it. So if you actually wanted to go across Highway 58 up to San Francisco or somewhere, this is the only bike you could go on. And the thing that's nice about the other thing the R3 copied is it looks like a Ninja, it looks like a sport bike, but when you sit on it, it's like a standard. You sit up pretty straight, so it's these are both great around town bikes too.
We almost didn't bring the Honda to this test because we thought for sure it would just
Get blown
away. And yes, its engine is underpowered compared to these three, but I keep telling this to myself in my helmet. It's just an honest motorcycle. It doesn't claim to be any better or worse than these three, but you ride it and it's very forgiving. It's comfortable. Even though it's a single, you hardly feel any vibrations on the freeway going 80 miles an hour. It handles very well. The fueling is nice and crisp. It's just underpowered. But
well, we were passing leader bikes on the track with them. I mean, granted, rider is rider, but it just goes to show that a little, 26 horsepower bike in the right hands can whip around a track and you can still have immense fun. And in fact, there's nothing like just grabbing a fistful of throttle and just pinning your ears back and hitting a turn and not really worrying too much. Because you can't do that on an R1. Well, you could, but I can't. But.
So, I mean, out of the category of these three, you've got three bikes that make good street bikes that you can go to the track with. The KTM makes a really good track bike that you could go on the street with. And then the Honda makes probably the most exceptional street bike out of these four. And it really comes down to the Ninja and the Yamaha being the two bikes here really fighting for supremacy in my book. Do you want ABS or not? Does that matter? Do you like the slipper clutch? Styling? I like blue, so I'm just attracted to the Yamaha. I like its styling, but I did love the way the Ninja rode. So, I mean, for me, it's coming down to these two, but I don't have a clear winner yet. It's going to take a little scorecard manipulation to figure that out.
there's the magic word, scorecard. As usual, we don't know who is going to win this test yet. We say it every time, but it really is true. We really will have to go and fill out our scorecards, really think about this some more, and we'll bring you a winner. But to read more about it, go to Motorcycle.com and find the rest there.